only question is, now we were talking about this earlier, where in the world did you get the nickname Elvis?
Well, like I said, Alvin Andrew Kelly gave me that name. He was a death row inmate up here. In 2008, they executed him, and he was born in 1951. So we became pretty good friends, and a lot of us up here, we become spiritual people.
Sure, that's natural.
And Alvin was a spiritual person, and we elected him as our spiritual leader. One day I was out in the day room. This is when I used to go to the day room all the time. I've since quit going to the day room. He had a advertisement out of a magazine, and he said, "You're now Elvis." And it was an Elvis impersonator eating a 10-foot Subway sandwich. So he said, "Every time I look at this guy, I think of you."
That's interesting.
I said, "Well, I don't know why you're thinking of me. I don't even eat that much."
COY Wayne WESBROOK, also known as Elvis in prison, was sentenced to death for killing 5 people: his ex-wife Gloria Jean Coons, her roommate, and 3 other men. He was executed in 2016 by method of lethal injection in the state of Texas. While in prison, he took part in interviews and would write his supporters via letters. I am going to read one of those letters.
And during that period of time that you lost it, you killed somebody, that's called sudden passion. And that issue is submitted at punishment, and they reduce the sentence down, reduce it from down to 20 years. And that was not available in your trial. And I think that's outrageous, because I think from all I read, this is absolutely a crime. That was an offense that was committed during something that would enrage anybody. If any normal human being went through what you went through that night, would have lost it. And apparently you attempted to leave and someone took your keys away, and you came back in and caught your wife making out with another man, making love to her, as a matter of another man. And you killed him. And that's a classic example of sudden passion. I think it's terribly unfair.
So, are you saying you're a retired baseball player? If you are, that's pretty cool. Thing is, I'm not into baseball. I'm a fishing and hunting type dude. As for you not responding, hey, we all get busy now and then. As for summer being over here, we just had temps fall into the 60-degree Fahrenheit range as of last night. Otherwise, yeah, it's been a hot one this year. Houston got temps up to 110, and we here got up to 108. So I agree it's been hot, but our building has AC, plus we use room fans to move the air around. So while those cats in general population were frying, we on death row were just chilling it. It may have hit 85 inside here at one time, but we never knew it, if it did.
Well, why do they want to keep me here?
Well, I would imagine what you said, you're afraid you'd call the police on them.
So I said, well, there's something screwy going on. I'm not going to take no chances with it. I pulled my deer rifle out, because I carry guns with me regardless. I mean, I either had a handgun, a shotgun, or a rifle on me. I had a gun on me somewhere. I told Ruthie, I said, look, y'all need to go on and give me my keys back. I said, you got my keys? I want my keys. I said, I'm leaving and I'm going home. And I said, just leave me alone. And she said, we're going to kill you. We're gonna kill you and throw you in the back of your own truck and take you off and dump you off in a bar ditch somewhere and leave you for dead. That's Ruthie. I mean, she just runs her mouth a lot. She's a lot of hot air. I didn't put too much to it. And I told her, I said, look, you're sitting here talking to a guy who has a loaded weapon in his hand. Do you really think I'm going to let you kill me? And she said, well, and she took a beer and she just threw it in my face. When she did, I shot her.
I understand.
So you're going to enslave yourself to a ring and vows? Bad idea if you ask me. Women, yik fu wee. I got nothing for women, and I can live without that problem in my life. They're just a bunch of trouble looking for a place to happen. Remember, a woman is why I'm in this situation, or did I not explain that? As for that woman you're going to marry and her insane husband, yeah, Relate that all to me. Now, is he really insane or what? Or is he just jealous? What's up with him? Start out with how you met her and then proceed on. I'm betting on you as the other man, the homewrecker, so spill it. By the way, you ever heard of Jack Wilcox? He played shortstop for the Orioles, I think. My neighbor Sarge asked me to ask you that. Sarge told me to tell you hi from him. I'm enclosing a card for his website. You can take a look at it if you want. Say, Bill, in reality, I'm a quiet dude, but I don't write a lot of people either. I'm not super talkative, so if I don't have a lot to say, please forgive me. They say we quiet types are the guys that you watch out for. Guess that's right on the money for me and my demeanor. I just lost a dude I've known since I got here in 1998. The dude was from a dysfunctional family. His father was a white supremacist type dude, so his boys are all racist basically. Tony, the one State killed September 5th, he finally came to terms with himself and realized how his dad's thinking had such a bad influence in his life. Once he knew that, he got religion, so I hope he is at rest now. It took forever to convince him of his wrong way of thinking, but it finally sunk in. That was sad to watch as he walked off to move to Death Watch. Well, I hope he made the journey. My case was handed over to the federal courts, so I might have 2 years left till they kill me. Well, that's about it from here. Right back soon. Till then, I'll continue to pray and hope for better days for us both. Sincerely, Elvis Wayne. P.S. Tony was from South Carolina.
Jumped up at me while she was doing it, and I didn't know whether she was trying to attack me or whether she was just getting comfortable, but she threw beer in my face. She started yelling, "What'd you shoot me for? What'd you shoot me for?" Well, it was obviously why she got shot. And then right after she was doing these two guys got up off the couch, they started running toward me, and I shot them. And when I shot Cruz, the bullet hit him, and it just literally picked him up and set him right back down where he'd been sitting. Was headed toward me. When I shot him, the bullet went up his arm, through his armpit, and out his back, and it blew out his shoulder blade. And a .30-06 don't play around.